Hey guys, aries4life here. So as you know, spring is coming in, so I thought I'd do for a lot of you guys, if you guys are thinking about oh, it's a new year, you just got a big backyard, bought a house, nice land, big backyard, maybe small little backyard, and you're thinking about getting some chickens or some ducks or geese, turkeys, guineas, whatever. You might want to know what you can use and what you can't, and if you're thinking of getting everything ready for your birds in the spring and you're thinking about what not to use and what you can still use, this is the perfect video for you. So, or at least almost perfect. So I've divided my stuff into two piles. This is the keep pile, and that is the throwaway pile. So I'm going to show you one by one. So if you're thinking of getting pools, you can get pools, dog pools at Tractor Supply for if you have ducks and geese or whatever, and you want to get them a little pool and you don't have a pond to put in, you can get them some nice little dog pools like this at Tractor Supply or at your local Tractor Supply. They will work just as well as any pond. You can fill it up with a hose, fill it up with water. They'll love it, and you can just put some little steps, little stones there, and they can go just right in and right out. So, but what if you already have a pool and it's wrecked like this, what you not want to do is you don't want to keep something like this because the water will flow out and it doesn't keep water in, and it could hurt your ducks if your ducks get caught on one of these sharp edges like that. It could hurt their webbed feet or body, and that can cause some infection if not treated. So you don't want something like that happening. So sorry, I'm trying to do a video. So sorry. That's my sister. So if you have some pool, a dog pool like this, where it's all broken up and all cracked, there's some pieces missing, you would not want to keep something like this for your ducks or geese or waterfowl. So you would not want to keep something like that, because if they get cut or the water won't stay in, or if they get cut, they can get the infection by this. And if you get a new pool, you're gonna want to clean it out a lot. See how it's not this dirty? You're gonna want to clean it out a lot with a hose or something, and make sure it's cleaned out, because if it gets a lot of algae and you haven't cleaned it out in a couple of days, they can kind of get sick from that, and you don't want them swimming around in mucky mud water, because they to just see what they do here. They to stick their noses in little mud puddles around the pool, and they get that and they drink it and they get kind of muddy, and they stand in there, get kind of muddy, so, and they kind of poop in the water. So you really just want to clean that out every couple of days, just to have it clean, so it's not dirty water that they're swimming in every day. That's what I usually do. And sometimes you want to clean those steps off so they don't get moss and algae on them and it's not all dirty. You can do that with a hose. You can just put your finger on the hose and just spray it off. It works great. You want to get all the mud off it, all the dirt off it, stuff like that, so that it'll be clean for them the next time you refill it. And so next up, water bowls or big food bowls like these. See how it has a crack in it, right there? You don't want to keep stuff like that, because if you're filling it with water, the water will leak out and it will go out. So you don't want to keep that. Because it will leak out and leak out every time. And if you're weed whacking, you want to weed whack See all that? That's called Canadian thistle. So that can hurt your duck's feet. I know. It's just they don't lay around that a lot, but that can hurt your duck's webbed feet. And if they digest it or eat it, that can hurt their digestive system. So you might want to just if you have a weed whacker or some pruners, if you have some pruners, that's fine. Pruners work just as well as weed whacker. You can just take some gloves on and just pick all that Canadian thistle right out so that it doesn't hurt the ducks. Or if you have a weed whacker, you can just weed that right down. Or you can take some weed killer. It will work just as fine. You can do that. If you are kids, do not do that without an adult present, or have an adult help you with that, because if something goes wrong, you could get really sick from it, or you could get hurt if not used properly. So the next thing I wanted, stuff like this too. I was using this as water for my ducks, but this, in the winter, it can get stuck to ice and it can freeze up. And if you try to pull it out, it will break. Plastic like this can break. So you want to just get rid of that, because that's not really usable anymore. It can't hold that much water like it used to. So you might want to just get rid of that. And pools like this, again, mini pools, see how it's all cracked and broken? You don't want to keep that around because it won't fill as much water and it will just leak out. So, yeah. And water tops like that. You'll see Waterers at Tractor Supply have that. They'll have a red bottom that is used to hold the water. It's a little moat. And stuff like this. This is what you use to fill up the water with a hose. You fill up the water in here with a hose, and then you take, let me show you. You take, this is a big water, it's fine. You take this thing, and you just try and slide it on there until it's nice and connected. There's two little spots here, that little ledge there, and there's another one there. So you slide that on to these little hole slit spots and connect it in. But if it is broken or cracked like this, you cannot use it because it will not store up the water. It will all leak out, and it doesn't matter if you take this, the water will all leak out, because you're gonna have to put it upside down in order for it to work, and it will not work. It will not store the water. So you're gonna want to get rid of stuff like that. Stuff you can keep is if you have big things like these. These are usually the stuff that you keep for if you have chicks or ducklings, little baby birds, little baby poultry or waterfowl. You're gonna want to use this as a brooder. A brooder is somewhere where you keep it in. You've seen them before. They have them. Brooders are what they keep at Tractor Supply for the baby chicks and baby ducks. They have shavings, food, water in it. So I can't move this, but I am gonna keep this. It has nothing wrong with it. It has no cracks. It's perfectly fine, no breaks. It's just it has a lot of water in it down here on the second one because it's stacked up on another one. So it's currently not movable for me because I don't weigh that much and I'm not that strong, so I can't dump this all out. And water has a big amount of mass. So it's a lot to carry, and it's a lot if you're small and a little bit not strong like me. So just don't do that. You'll do something to your body, get yourself hurt, give yourself a hernia or something. So I just wait for an adult or someone strong to help you with that, because otherwise you can get hurt and do something to your body. So, but stuff like this you can keep. You can just throw some shavings in there, clean it out every day for baby ducks and baby chicks, and you're good. like anything like that, it's good. So keep stuff like that. For baby ducks and baby chicks, you're going to want to keep them in there for like 4 weeks until they start getting feathers. 4 weeks is when they start. Yeah, when they get feathers and they can go outside in a little coop. But you have to make sure like you have something like that to keep them in once they're ready to go outside, because predators like hawks, raccoons, and other things like foxes and owls will come in and just like try and take your birds. So you're gonna want to have a safe, secure space to put them in at like night and in the day, so they don't get just like swooped up and you're just like crying and like, oh no, I don't know how this happened. It's because an animal swooped them up or an animal got them. And you'll most likely see feathers if an animal did got you, but if it's like a hawk or something, it'll just like swoop it up. They have no problem just swooping up baby ducks and chicks and just like taking them without a trace. That's what happened to me a couple times. So even if you do have a coop, it won't always protect them, because they can sometimes find weak spots to get in, like whether it be like bending the wires or chewing the wires a little bit to grab them or something and pull them out. They can do it, like stuff like that. Hawks and like vultures like that, they can prey on like 4-week-old, 6-week-old baby ducks, baby geese, baby chicks, and they have no problem just swooping down. Even if they're like adults there, they have like no problem. They have no problem just like swooping down and getting them. Yeah, it's that easy for them. Another thing is like heat lamps like this. You're gonna want to use like something like that for like your baby ducks or baby geese if they're not with their mother. If they're not raised like naturally, like if you don't have like a mother duck or mother hen. Oh, I'm sorry. He's being mean to her. I've had to put Aries in a crate for the last time. See, sorry. Aries, stop it. See, it's breeding season, so. Aries, stop it. See, Donnie's trying to help, but I'm afraid. See, I'm sorry. I gotta go take care of this. One moment. Alright, I'm back. I'm sorry. I just had to take care of something. Aries has been a little mean with Penny right now. He's always trying to mate with her because it's breeding season for ducks, and it can get a lot. But thankfully, Donnie's there to protect her. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. If you have like baby ducks or baby geese for the first few weeks, like 4 weeks, you're gonna want to use a heat lamp, because if you don't have like a mother hen or a mother duck or any other mother bird sitting on eggs and hatching, if they don't hatch them naturally and you like have an incubator or you buy baby chicks or baby ducks at Tractor Supply or local feed store, you're gonna want to use these heat lamps. Just make sure they are, when you put them on, they have like these little clips, so you can like pry this part and you can open them and you can slide them onto like the edge of a brooder or a tub. Just make sure they're like it's not too hot to where it can burn up the baby ducks or baby geese. I've had that happen before, and it's not great. So make sure they have it just enough to where they can get some heat, but it's not just like too close and too hot enough to where it'll burn them. So yeah, you can plug this into something. You don't want to use like this that's been out in the rain, because I left this out in the rain when I had, this was like a whole pen. I had it out in the rain just for the ducks. You do not want to do that, because it can either electrify it and start a fire, or it will just like make the batteries not work. So you don't want to do that. This is not usable. I'm actually going to take this right now and just put it with the unusable stuff because this is broken and I'm not going to want to use this again because it will, number one, it will not work. Number two, if I do use it, it could possibly start a hazardous, could possibly start a fire. And I don't want that. So, oh, and this, see, you'll see a lot with this. This is mating for ducks. It's common right about now. So, yeah, but you're gonna want to not use these if you're setting up a new little space, or if you're trying to get your birds ready for spring. So another thing is these metal waterers. So they're a little different than the plastic ones. So what you're going to want to do if you have waterers like these, so there's a little peg right there and there's a little slot. So what you can do is you can take this and you can take it and pry it like that and open up. If you want to push water down, it's like that. And yeah, and you fill it up with there. It's not like the other one where you fill it up from the top. It's like this where you push down and the water comes in. So these are perfectly usable. You can just wash them out every now and then so it doesn't smell like stagnant waters. So another thing like this is a heated water for like ducks and geese and chickens in the spring, in the winter. So you plug that in and that's another heater. That goes on top of that. So you plug those in and it heats the water up for your ducks so that it doesn't freeze and it doesn't become ice in the winter. So they have like clean water. If you have cages like these, and if your hens and drakes are aggressive, or if they're being picked on, you can put the picked on duck, chicken, or anything else, and the picked on male or female in the crate, or the aggressive male or female in the crate for the night, and you can let them out in the morning. And just try and keep an eye on them. If you see anything really serious, just try and prevent it if you can. So yeah. Another thing, this. So this little crate here, you can use it for like baby ducks or baby chicks to move them around, transport them around. It works like from like anywhere from like a couple days old to like, I want to say like 3 weeks, but like when it gets like 4 or like 8 weeks, they're too big for that. So I just suggest like anywhere from a couple days old to like 3 weeks, they can fit in there. And like you can also carry like food or stuff and like other things like fruits and veggies. You can like place them all over there, eat them. It's just some of them like tomato vines and plants and other stuff like they can't eat, so I would just stay clear of that. Funny story. So I work in horticulture at my school, and they gave me like a lot of roots and a lot of lettuce. It's perfectly natural. They did give me tomato vines and tomato plants. At the time, I did not know they were poisonous. You can get them red tomatoes and the red tomato fruit just like over there. Like you can see it like right there. Just you can't give them tomato plants and green stuff like that because it's toxic to them. If it gets in their system, it can mess them up, and it's like really toxic to them. So don't give them that, or don't give them green tomatoes or vines or plants. Just give them the red fruit. The red fruit is good for them. You can just like stomp on it, because chickens, like they can peck at it so they can get into it easy. Ducks, they have like an oval shaped, like a sliding cylinder bill, or a slide. It's like a you know what duck bills look like. It's like a bill. It's like long, narrow bill. So they can't like pry into it a lot like chickens can with like their sharp egg tooth. So you can just stomp on them, and you can they'll just eat like that, and they can eat it like that. Don't use tomato vines, plant of tomatoes, or green tomatoes. It can hurt them. It can also hurt chickens too. So, but chickens and ducks can be a little bit different. Poultry and waterfowl can be a little bit different. If you have like little holes like these, they're perfect for like little pools and ponds. You can't really clean them out if they're like money and stuff like that, but they can still use them. You can't really clean them out because they're like little holes and they're attached to the earth. It's not like a man-made pool, but they can use that also. It's good for them, and yeah. So, what else? There's certain types of things that you will want. So if I'm getting into their actual house, I'm gonna go into their actual house. So Duncan, get out of there. So like this, I have shavings in here because I used to have hay in here, but it was, so you want hay or straw in the winter. That would be good bedding for them in the winter. It keeps them warm in like 10 degree weather. Keeps them warm. It's good for them. But in spring, like if you want, it gets a little warmer. You can put shavings in there. You can clean all their hay out. You can put shavings in there, wood shavings. You can buy them at like Tractor Supply. They're like $5 a bale, or like in a little bag, and you can just spread it out all around there. And it's good. It actually keeps eggs clean. Not like a lot of hay and straw where it gets like dirty, but it keeps like eggs mostly clean and good. And it's soft. It's not pointy. It's good for them, and it's good if you want like your ducks to like, they can make a little nest out of it if you want. If your duck's like going broody or chicken's going broody, and you want to have them make a nest, it's good for them to make a nest. They can make a little nest and just sit on their eggs for a long time. So that is good for them, and yeah, they can do that, no problem. I feel like there's more I need to tell you, or more I need to go over, but I don't know. I think I went over all of it, like everything, like so. Yeah, I think I went over everything. Oh, feed. So feed here, I use. Sorry about the mess. I use 17% layer pellet for my, or 17% all flock feed for my ducks. So it's good for them. It helps the hens lay. You just take like little shovels like these, and you buy at Tractor Supply. It's good for scooping grain and food, whatever. But if you want ducklings, and if you're raising ducklings or chickens, you're gonna want to use like Doomer chick starter. It's good for them. Or layer or chick crumble. It's good for them for like from ages a couple days old to like I want to say stop feeding them at 12 weeks old and start feeding them pellets. It's good for them. It helps them grow. It has a lot of nutritious stuff for them, so it's good for that. And I think that's it. All I wanted to tell you. So yeah, I showed you what not to use for spring. I showed you what to use. I think I've gone over everything. So that's yeah. I think I've gone over everything for you guys. I'm sorry, this was mostly for like a duck video, for like raising ducks and geese in the winter. That's like a lot of what I know because I have raised chickens before, but I haven't raised them long enough to like have a video on it. I don't currently have chickens. I don't think I plan to have chickens in the future. So if anybody watches me for a long time and thinks like, hey, does this guy have chickens or is he getting chickens anytime soon? I don't think I will have chickens in the future. Maybe, no, I don't think I plan on it. I think I'm just gonna stay with like ducks and geese and plan on that, because like that's worked out for me better than chickens. That's what I know. It's what I'm good with. It's basically what I am. I'm a duck and I'm a waterfowl person. Everybody has their own type of bird that they work best with and have best experience with. Some have chickens, some have ducks, some have geese, some have only turkeys and guinea fowl, emus, peacocks, pigeons, any kind of bird. They all have their own experiences, and they all have like a certain type of bird that works best for them, and they've had the greatest and best experiences with. For me, it is ducks and geese. I have had the most experience and best run-ups with Welsh Harlequins, Ruins, sometimes khaki Campbells, sometimes Cayuga. I haven't had the best run-ups with Pekin or Blue Swedish, and I've had some good run-ups with mallards and crested cayugas, and yeah, I've had a lot of run-ins. I've only had a good experience, well, somewhat good experience with Toulouse geese, and I haven't had any more experience with like other types of geese, but Toulouse just work well for me. They're good guard dogs, and it's just if you bring like a new duck to the flock, they get kind of protective of their old flock, the flock they've been raised around, and they think of them sometimes as a threat. So that's what happened with my geese, and I had to give them away. But yeah, sorry that I ramble away sometimes. So yeah. Basic things. Don't use anything broken or cracked, like pools and feeders and lamps and stuff, heat lamps. And do use the stuff that's still good, not broken, still usable. Even though it's a little dirty, you can just clean it out with like a hose or something else, and like you can still use it, it's still usable, and it works good. Even if it's rusty, you can still clean it, wash it, dry it off, whatever. You can still use it even if it's still dirty. And like take like Canadian thistle, anything prickly, out of your like backyard, just so you don't, just so it doesn't really hurt your ducks. And like, don't feed your ducks. Look stuff up like on Google. The best searches and best knowledge and studies for ducks and geese and chickens for like what to feed them and what not to feed them is on Google. You can search a lot on there. Like if you're searching, hey, are tomatoes good for ducks to eat? Or hey, are oranges good for ducks to eat? Most of the time they'll say like, hey, yeah, tomatoes are good for ducks to eat. The red ones, just like stay away from, don't feed them the green tomatoes and don't feed them the green tomato plant. Anything like the fruit, the red fruit, the ripe fruit is okay. Just don't feed them anything because like it'll kill them or it's toxic to them. It can mess up their digestive system. Like anything like that. Google is the best research and answer and knowledgeable replier you can get. So even though I don't know everything, I might not know everything about it. Sometimes even I don't know something about it, of what to give my ducks and what not to give my ducks. So I turn to Google and I look it up and it gives me an answer like, hey, don't feed your duck this, don't feed your duck that. And it tells me why. Like, it can be toxic to them. It can screw up their egg laying thing. It can give them bumblefoot or disease. It can make them sick, anything like that. I search up on Google and I know like, okay, I can't give my duck this or that because it'll make them sick or that can kill them. So yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it. It's the big, I'm gonna say this is sorry, it's a lot muddy out here. I gotta close this. I'd say this is getting ready for spring, getting your chickens or ducks or geese, any poultry or waterfowl bird ready for the springtime, and like how to kind of like care for baby poultry or waterfowl and like getting them ready for springtime and making sure that you're all good for the spring and summer and like you know what to do if you're like a new duck or a new chicken or new bird owner, new farm bird owner. So I'm gonna cover that so they can all, it's good for me to cover that. So yeah, I gotta go. It's been a long video. Sorry for you that have been watching currently for 32 minutes and now to be 33 minutes. Sorry. So yeah, I'll let you guys go and I'm gonna go. So yeah. But yeah, Aries for Life. This is Aries for Life. Spring cleaning and getting your farm birds ready for the spring. Here's Penny and Donnie. Here's Mary and Aries. Bye, guys.